skills I learned from my pa. The other half I learned from the wilds.
Hey folks, welcome back. Alright, getting ready to do some Anniversary Edition content type stuffs here. And guys, I'm looking forward to it. I really like these extra quests. The Anniversary package was definitely well worth the money. A lot came with that. Okay, before I actually dive in, if you wouldn't mind, take a moment, like, share, subscribe, and comment. That is always appreciated. Alright, so I think we are good to go. I just did my sound check. Tap, tap, testing, testing. Alright guys, so here we are. I am in... What is this place called again? Riften. Booyah. Southwest corner of the map. And just to show you for like reference purposes, there's the city center there. And we're going to be going down to the Ratway right below all that. That's the door right there. So guys, with that, I'm going to go ahead and get myself out of the picture. Let's get into this. Alright, so if this is your first time into the Ratway, it kind of catches you off guard here because it says read public notice. Now, sometimes this note renders in, sometimes it doesn't. I don't know what that's all about. But in this playthrough, it does not seem to be rendering in, but there should be a piece of paper here under this knife, one way or another. Assuming you've got the anniversary content stuff going, there will be a prompt here to read public notice. Now, if you want to get past that and just go into the Ratway and do other stuff, you can. Just kind of stand in front of the door and look to the left, over here kind of in the corner. And that'll give you the option to open into the Ratway and you can skip this. But we're not here to skip this, we're here to do this. So go ahead and read that note. And it doesn't matter whether or not you take it. And then you'll be able to dive on into the Ratway here. And just to make sure we don't have any quest marker headaches or hiccups, make sure that is the only thing that you have activated, a soul divided. Now this is actually a different save file than the one that my ongoing. I kind of backed it up a little bit so that you guys could see how I get in here. Not only that, if it's your first playthrough and you know you haven't come in here and killed all the bad guys yet, I kind of wanted to show that along the way. So enough of running around getting shot in the side with arrows for no reason whatsoever. It's combat time! Alright, feel free to loot your corpses there. Now, you're going to come to this drawbridge. Have no fear. We can actually jump down and go to the left. You'll be able to lockpick this door. And it's an expert lock, so you have to be patient with it. Excuse me. I've not done my pre-clearing of the throat yet, so there might be a frog or two that I'm going to have to hiccup. My hitchhikers. Okay, so we got some more baddies. Okay, so now the Ratway is actually this way, or excuse me, the Ragged Flagon. But again, we're not here for that. We're here for the anniversary deal. So what I'm going to do is actually just keep going straight through here. Oh, and by the way, if you want to drop that drawbridge, you can do that here. So now this is the way we came in. This is, you know, where I jumped down, locked, picked the gate. So just to give you a frame of reference where I wound up there. Bruh. Right in my way. Alright, so anyway, we're going to just kind of plow through. Go on into this little area where we got the little light, you know, the glowy stuff going on. To the right, there's going to be a gate. Go ahead and open that sucker up. And you're going to notice this apparition with the quest marker above its head. So that completes one part of the quest line here. Completed, find the ghost in the Ratway. So next, guys, we got to follow the ghost. And that's going to go... and that's going to go into this little area here. So now what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and load up my ongoing save file. That way we can all kind of stay with, you know, what we've gotten up to this point in the overarching game. I actually just got done doing some vanilla stuff the other day. So I need to kind of get back out of here, and actually I will go ahead and highlight that quest. Just to make sure I'm not, running around in circles, going the wrong way for no reason. Wait a minute, I don't want to go that way. I want to go back through the Ragged Flagon. That'll be a little bit quicker. Awful dark in here. I apologize. YouTube really darkens my videos. So I know some of this might be a little tough to see. Okay, back into the Ratway. Okay, now this is where we left off. Going through that glowy room. Gate off to the right. And there's our quest marker. Oh, if you're an anniversary content buff, there will be a cage over here. Now, I kind of accidentally already did this, in the vanilla playthrough. But you can, open this gate up, interact with the animal. There might even be a book to read around here somewhere. And that'll give you like a little animal follower, so to speak. I basically just kicked it over to, I think, to the Riften here, the village. So every time I come to Riften now, I see a skeever like sitting in the front, by the front gate there. Alright guys, away we go. So now we should all be caught up with the current quest. Follow the ghost is where we're at. So notice no more quest marker. Or there is, but it's going the other way, which I don't get.
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. It's been doing that lately. I'm not quite sure why. But maybe if I get into the dungeon here a little ways, that'll fix itself. Alright, so yeah, lots of extra goodies in here. I really like my hanging moss for the alchemy. And I've already reset my alchemy to legendary. So yeah, I definitely need to get crafting on some of those potions. And the hanging moss is definitely going to be able to help me do that. Alright guys, there's our apparition once again. Go ahead and open this door and dive bomb right on in here.
Don't see that every day.
So for those of you that like the Metroid games, or Doom even, the color codings should start feeling awful familiar here. You got a blue door, a green door, and I think that's a pink door or a red door. So yeah, long story short, this is the prize, but we cannot do anything about that just yet. So what I like to do is just start with the red door here. The door's already open. The other doors will open automatically when it's time. So we got to start red first, red left. And each one of these little areas is kind of its own little puzzle or maze. There might be a little bit of combat in here, as a matter of fact. Wow, I just wrecked him. Alright. I'm going to try to be thorough. It's been a while since I've done this in particular. And it's been relatively recent, probably a couple of months ago. I ran through it just to refamiliarize myself. But again, I just want to make sure I'm not missing hidden loot or anything of that nature. Trying to get that coin purse there. Okay, nothing else over there. Just some random loose stuff, it looks like. Ooh, alchemy ingredients. Maybe the barrels are worth checking out in here. Okay, I don't think there's anything across the way there. It certainly gets us up top side there. This is when playing Tears of the Kingdom kind of makes you feel spoiled. I wish I could ascend right about now. So much quicker. Okay, so yeah, I might have to break out the old whirlwind sprint. It seems to me I've been able to get across here without using that. Yep, it barely makes it. And I wasn't even sprinting. I think if you sprint and get a head start, that'll help you with that jump across there. Alright, nothing else to speak of going on. I don't think there's anything that away. A lot of lockpicking in here. I do remember that. Which I don't mind the lockpicking. I actually rather enjoy that in this game. We got another note. Well, I'm really not lining up here to collect stuff. Garlic. That's another good one for alchemy. Alright, that's pretty much it for chamber number 1. Relatively straightforward puzzle. The next one, or maybe the one after that, gets a little more complicated. Okay, so notice the light is now glowing green. Dead giveaway for the green door. And what do we got here? Oh yeah, so this one, we can go up or down. Notice the specter is up. I'm gonna go down first. But now for the life of me, I can't remember why I want to go down first. Maybe it's just looting to do down here. More lockpicking. So guys, I'm real close to resetting my archery. That's the main reason I'm running Aaliyah right now as a follower. She's a master trainer for archery. But I can't do any more training at this level. I've already done my training, so I'm going to wait until I level up. Oh, check this out. Soul trapping opportunity, baby. Don't mind if I do. Ah, she took one. So yeah, anyway, after I level up, I think I'm real close here. Oh yeah, I'll hit level 60 here real soon. And then what I'll do is I'll wait until I get up to level 61, and then before I actually go to level, I'll open the skills and I'll get whatever I want for training, and then I'll bump up to the level 61. And then basically what I'm going to do is train with her twice to bump up the archery 10 points in one go. Main reason is because I hate it when you reset archery. I can't zoom in, I can't slow down time. So it's real squeamish, and I want to get through those initial 40 levels, as quickly as humanly possible. So just a little trick I picked up along the way. I always like to share those little tricks. Okay, looks like more alchemy stuff going on. Loving that. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for down here. We got the chest, we got the souls. Let's go ahead and get back up top side of this sucker. And we're going to go in where that specter went. Which is up those stairs. Oh, wait a minute. No, that's the way we came in, that's right. There we go. More garlic, loving it. Spider eggs especially. Alright. Easy peasy. So apparently collecting these notes isn't actually doing anything to advance any of the quest stuff. I'm probably gonna dump those letters here at some point. Alright, there are some little hidden goodies here. More alchemy stuff. Definitely loving that. I'm not a big fan of the honeycomb because it weighs. Oh yeah, totally forgot about this. Aaliyah, step off. This one's mine. I called it. See, she didn't steal my kill. Okay, we got another note here. Which did... Oh yeah, okay, that did. Investigate Father's Tooth. Nice. That is a bump book, but I've already read it, so I'm not going to get the bump. But I will take that for selling value later. Alright, pretty much it for this little cubby. So spider eggs combines with blue mountain flower, which are abundant, hanging moss. It makes one of those real good crafting potions for bumping that alchemy stat quickly. Definitely put those to good use. Hey Keely, welcome! So good to see you tonight, and on this game. So yeah, that's good time. Game time with the sun. Yeah, Skyrim. Definitely one of my forever games. I say that all the time. This is a game I can always come back to. And I'm right back into it. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild on steroids. That's the best way I can explain it. It's more, you know, more mature. Bigger world, more to it. Especially in the way of crafting, which I really like. I love the character building. Yeah, definitely one of my forever games. But again, definitely more mature. You know, you see some of these torture scenes and stuff, it might make you feel a little squeamish. So if you're considering playing it yourself, you might want to watch my very first video in the playlist, because I kind of talk a little bit about that. And not only that, the opening scene is a little bit gruesome. In fact, I almost didn't play the game because of that. I was like, oh, I'm not playing this. But, you know, I just kind of got past it and played it, and oh yeah, definitely got into it. Alright, so we are done with segment number 2. Let's go ahead and backtrack out, hit that final door. So we now have a blue light and a blue open door. Okay, gotcha. Great minds think alike. Alright, so again, we should have another little mini puzzle type room. And this might be some more soul trapping opportunity. I can't really remember. Okay, yeah, so that guy's probably going to wake up. And same thing with the guy on the other side. I don't know if I can pre-kill them, but I'm going to try. No. Sometimes when you try to be smarter than the game, it backfires. That's one of those moments. Alright, wow. Lots of goodies on these guys. I can't remember what that bone meal crafts with for alchemy bumping, but I do use it. I do go through them. Okay, there's another one that's going to wake up, by the way. And I do remember they're going to wake up and start coming out of the cages. So yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a party in here, guys. In fact, you might want to go ahead and cast an astronaut. And speaking of that, I'm going to go ahead and do just that. And since I got twin souls, I'll cast 2 astronauts. But I really like the ranged astronauts because they really knock it to these guys that are going to wake up here. I'm going to go back into first person just so I can get good shots here. We go ahead and take that journal. Alright, game on. Come on. Where you at? Oh, the astronauts are going to kill him all before I can even get after him. Which is okay. We can just kind of stand here and watch the show. But if you really want to do this hold trapping, be aware of that. Maybe I can get one? Haha, I got one! Oh, is there another one? I did not even see him. Yep, okay, that's right. All three of them come out to play. Kind of forgot about that. Where are you going, tough guy? There is no escape. Alright, so that's pretty much it. Uh-oh, why can I not? I hope I don't need that. It's not letting me get in the inventory on those. Alright, so yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't remember there being any loot in these per se. It was just really a place for the baddies to pop out at you. Oh, gotcha, Keeley, yeah. Yeah, he does. They don't always go for the astronaut. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they're there just like cannon fodder. They'll distract some enemies, you know, kind of take some things off your plate when it starts swamping you. But not always. Alright, go ahead and pop back out into the center here. I think we're done with combat, so this is just kind of cutscene stuff at this point. And guys, that's it. Go ahead and retrieve the prize. Booyah. Now, I'm not entirely sure what that sword does anymore. Man, what was it called? Dawn Fang? Okay, so it's... I personally... I'm not gonna lie, I've never used this. But after reading the stats, I can kind of see why. You know, we've got bigger and better that we've already crafted. But hey, if you're here early game, that might be something worthwhile. I doubt it can be disenchanted, you know, unfortunately, so I can't really bump the stats up on that. But, the thing that's kind of throwing me off is, on my perk trees, I have perks dumped into, like, increasing health, magicka, things like that, but it's still only showing 5 points. Normally those stack. It's just not doing that with the anniversary weapon here. So, yeah, I guess what you read there is what you get. So yeah, if you're a wielder, if you really like your hand weapons in this game, see, I'm more of an archer, but if you really like your melee, that might be something fun to play with there. Alright guys, so that is a Soul Divided. You probably noticed I picked up a side quest in here, and since this is also anniversary content, I am definitely going to go ahead and pursue that. Now, something that I just realized I am totally failing on. Normally, when I go do my anniversary content stuffs, I'm wearing the proper anniversary content attire. I just realized I am not doing that. Shameful. And I really like this super suit too, so I really... Yeah, I think that's one of them, yep. Can't remember which... I think it was the shock boots, yep. And it's one of these, so I'm already wearing that one, so it's got to be that one. Process of elimination, loving it. Alright, and I don't like to don the helmet because it flares out real high up off her head, and, you know, it blocks what I'm trying to look at, so I try to keep the character as skinny as possible. I don't like big, fluffy, you know, armor sets or anything like that for that reason. So that's my only complaint about this super suit is the helmet. I just can't get along with the helmet. But it is very cool to look at nonetheless. Alright, and Aaliyah's got one too, but I'll just kind of let her wear the raggedy stuff for now. Alright, we need to go back out the way we came. That would be this way. And good news for us is Fodder's Tooth is not that far away. It's actually right by Riften here. And I probably already have a travel point to get us there super quickly. Alright, so, as promised, travel gate.
Let's get going. What do you need to take?
Okay, wow, her astronaut staff is getting awful low. Next time I do some inventory swapping, I'll make sure I get her hooked back up. Okay, so Dark Seducer helmet, that's hers. See what I mean about the helmet? It just really sticks up there and flares out. And I'm just not a big fan of that. I mean, it still looks cool, don't get me wrong. Okay, so ST... I must have dumped the rest of her clothes somewhere else. A follow maybe. Okay, I must have dumped her super suit in one of my storage chests. Honestly, I kind of hate carrying around an extra set because it does weigh.
Let's hunt down.
All right, so anyway, Fodder's Tooth. I usually like to approach this from high ground, so I'm going to kind of sneak around here. Hopefully they don't see me and alert all the guards. I'll show you guys how I like to infiltrate this little dig here. So yeah, just go all the way around until you get some high ground here. And there should be a whole bunch of NPCs just kind of walking around, hanging around on the outside here. Now, if it's been relatively recent since I've taken these guys out, they would not have respawned yet. But normally, there will be a lot of people already shooting arrows at you by now, most likely. Ooh, that thing is out of power. Both my bows are out of power. Alright, never hurts to drop a quick save. Alright guys, let's do this. Time for some combat. I'm feeling it. And nothing is jumping out, which means these enemies have not respawned since I've been here last. Okay, so yeah, we have an easy ticket in today.
I sense a great hunt.
So what I basically do is just kind of spam my jump button here, and eventually I make it up into that little niche. Just kind of rock back and forth, it'll sooner or later find a way in. It normally does it by now. There it goes.
Bandits are worthless enemies. Barely worth.
So where we're going is on the inside, I do believe. Now I have not been inside Fodder's Tooth, so this is going to be probably, you know, still populated with enemy type stuffs. And If I was a betting man... Ouch. Man, I have a bad habit of tripping all the traps in this game. Ooh, garnet. I'll take it.
Let's make our enemies regret they were even born.
Man, Aaliyah has issues. She needs therapy. Alright, not much going on here in the way of loot. I don't believe in here either unless you want a whole bunch of meat or whatever that is. Oh yeah, keep forgetting that candlelight. I wish there was a potion like in Zelda where you can drink like the potion to light up the area, the glow potion. It's another thing that we don't have here in Skyrim. No glow potions. Uh-oh. I like how the astronaut got that hidden right after I killed her. Alright, so continuing on, it's linear. For the most part is what I remember about Fodder's Tooth. Oh yeah, be aware of the stuff on the ground.
Join the bandits.
I don't think there's actually any loot in here. It's really just for your lockpicking skill. Alright, I better go back into first here. I'm definitely a better shot in first person. Oopsie. Maybe you can't get through the skinny bars. Oh yeah, there is a nice little tuck away here. Go ahead and trigger that trap, you can get in. Nordic Warhammer, it's super heavy, but it has some value. And to do that, just simply flip the switch again. Poor followers. Oh, I noticed the baskets and stuff like blocking this door. It's a nice little hidey hole. Yeah, Keely, you have no idea how right you are. So, I was playing Zelda, you know, just grinding on it, playthrough after playthrough. And then I did the videos, you know, put the videos together. And then I was like, you know, I need a new video game. I'm starting to kind of burn out on Breath of the Wild. As much as I loved the game, I couldn't think of another game to play. So I got on Google, and I typed in, you know, other games like Breath of the Wild. Skyrim came right up, so I was like, okay, well, I'll watch a few videos on that. And I don't know who I watched, you know, I don't know what it was. I just typed in, like, Skyrim gameplay. And sure enough, like... the video I watched, it had all the elements I wanted. It had the health meter. I saw the stamina bar running down. I was like, oh yeah, I'm buying that. I'm going to give that an honest effort. So I really didn't even watch the video for very long because I didn't want to ruin anything. I just knew it had the elements I wanted. And I probably saw him go into inventory or something, which, you know, further wanted me to try it. And yeah, I started playing with it, and immediately I was like, oh my god, this is just like Zelda on steroids. And I was so glad I found it. This was an excellent follow-up game to play right after Breath of the Wild. Okay, so I'm really just doing this for my lockpicking skill. You know, bear with me here. Oh, I'm really wanting to get my character leveled ASAP so I can get that legendary going on my bow and get my training knocked out. Okay, wow, Master Lock. And I already found the sweet spot, no freaking way. It's nice when it's on default. Okay, now I can't tell which way it needs to go.
The death of Harkon should send a powerful message to all vampires in Skyrim. No matter who they are, where they hide, we'll hunt them all down.
Yeah, exactly, Keely. Definitely a grown-up version. There's, you know, themes of alcohol and just some of the chit-chat. You know, there's more mature type jokes that are in there embedded. I mean, if you're a kid, you probably wouldn't notice it, but as an adult, definitely noticeable. And I'm not a big fan of, like, dark themes in games, but again, I just kind of got through that because I liked the game enough. I just kind of overcame that in the interest of, you know, exploring Skyrim. And now I'm more or less numb to it, like it doesn't faze me anymore, I just kind of tuned it out. Oh, those were apples. I did not mean to auto-spam collect those. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it for this room. A lot of looting to do in here, a lot of stuff to open up and lockpick. But for now, let's just go ahead and make our way through. I think I already checked those books.
I'll do you 10 gold at 3 to 1 on the white one.
Sounds like easy money to me.
I meant to do some killing before I alerted everybody, but I was not paying attention and I walked right into the room here. Alright, sweet deal. Not terribly difficult as long as you're...
Let's put an end to these bandits.
...properly equipped and armed up, you know, this shouldn't be a terribly difficult fist fight. If you're a little underpowered, it is going to be. I remember dying in here a few times. On one of my earlier playthroughs, I was just very underpowered. And man, those arrows were just finding me. Yes, I remember loading a save a few times, trying to get through this dungeon. Well, that master, that sweet spot is like... you can sneeze and get it right. There goes that lockpicking, bye-bye. Come on, Aaliyah. Move it or lose it. Okay, some loose gold sitting there. I probably don't necessarily need the gold anymore, but you know it's shiny. Oh yeah, so this is where we're going. We gotta do another master lock here. When I said there was a lot of lock picking in this dungeon, I was not underselling. I thought I saw a soft spot here somewhere, but I guess I'm wrong. Yep, there it is. Wow. No way. I love it when a plan comes together. Okay, I don't think that does anything. Oh yeah, it sure did. Retrieve Bloodthirst from broken Fang Cave. So I'll go ahead and take that. Lots of goodies in here. Oh, I didn't mean to grab that bow. Now watch, like 2 weeks from now, I'm going to be cleaning out inventory and be like, where did I pick up a wooden bow? Alright, sweet deal. Okay, I'm not sure. I think that's just a quicker way out, but I'm going to go around the room here and make sure I know where I'm going. Oh, and I do want my wolf pelts. Getting back to, you know, character leveling and whatnot, when I get around to resetting my smithing skill, I'm going to be crafting all those pelts down into leather, and I'll be making dummy daggers with that leather and other leather goods. So yeah, the more pelts we have, the merrier. Alright, so yeah, that door that I just opened, that is definitely going to be like an exit. Where you at, tough guy? Getting back to horrific scenes. Potato! Have a potato! On the house. Alright, now to get through that door... we need to go up top side here, if I can figure out where the stairs are.
You're almost as good an archer as I am. Almost.
And you'll have to activate this switch. Go ahead and pull that pull bar. That gate will come up, and we are out of here. And I think there's actually some loot behind the stairs here. Maybe not.
Bow and arrows are fun enough, but it can't compare to slashing your enemies in half with your claws.
There should be an exit coming up here real soon.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
What was that?
Time to end
Oh.
this little game. Now ain't this a surprise?
Actually, it might have been quicker to just go back out the way I came in. I honestly don't know, like, it's been a while since I've been in the tooth here. I know it's quite a dungeon, and I know it's like linear. It goes around in like a giant triangle shape or something.
It was truly a glorious hunt to bring down the World Eater. It's my honor to fight alongside you.
Yeah, Leah's definitely a little overzealous there. Which I guess that's a good thing. You want to go get her by your side. Ooh, cool action shot. I'm about to get decapitated. Wow, that one was waiting for me.
Half my skills I learned from my pa. The other half I learned from the wilds.
Yeah, all things alchemy, definitely gonna get my hands on. I don't remember how involved this little misc stuff was. I do remember going to a couple of dungeons. Wow, look at all the gold on that table. Nuts. Get up. No sitting on the job. And I just triggered another trap because I'm awesome. That might be a bump book, and so it is, and that is archery. So I'm going to hold on to that. I'll be reading that when I reset the skill. Oh, there I go with the trigger traps! I wonder how many that is today in this stream alone. I'm feeling like at least 3 or 4 without exaggerating. Got one more tough guy. Or it could be a tough lady. We'll find out here in a second. Looks like a tough guy. Okay, none of these are bump books. I'm so hardwired to collect potions, even though I know I don't need the minor stuff anymore. It's there, and I can't help myself. Yeah, thanks. I love the archery in this game. Oh yeah, so that light, it's just a spell, so you can see in the dark. It stays with you for about a minute. You have to keep recasting it. And I just try to make a habit of doing it for the YouTube channel, because I know it darkens the dungeons quite a bit. Alright, continuing on up the stairs. And we gotta be getting out of here soon, like... Ooh, ore. Yes. Okay, we're still going around in a giant circle, but... Okay, so here we go. We are now on the other side of that drop door. So this is where we came in at. Finally. And I just triggered the trigger trap again. That makes like 7. Alright, go ahead and drop a quick save. Let's see what's next on this thing. Retrieve Bloodthirst from Broken Fang Cave. Oh, good deal. I've already got that one.
There's a cave here.
Something's not right.
Not sure if I remembered coming in here, but it says cleared, so I had to have.
Now you die.
Ouch.
Get ready. Trouble ahead.
Ah, skellies. Oh, I thought he was gonna keep walking. I led that shot too. I was all proud of myself, and then I loosed the arrow, and then he turned around. I was like, ah, he got the better of me. Okay, this is one of those. I don't think there's a whole lot going on here in the way of hidden stuff. It's more or less just like this entombed area. But there is a sarcophagus that opens up into a passageway.
Gladly hunt down every vampire.
Oh, there he is. There's another hunting bow. You know what, since I'm thinking about it. Any other garbage I can get rid of? Man, all this stuff weighs. Like, I need to do a better job of getting rid of that stuff. Alright, sweet deal. Always grab the human hearts. That's good for paralysis potions, by the way. Definitely a good one for leveling that alchemy. Alright, not much else to the room here, I guess. There is a master chest, though. Nice. There's Bloodthirst. Ooh, that staff had some definite value. So when I reset my speech skill, that's going to come in handy for selling power.
Let's destroy the monsters here.
Come on. I really cannot see. Okay, that's another bump book. Ah, perfect. Okay, again, I'm not going to cash in that level up just yet. Actually, wait a minute. Yes, I am, because I've already trained to this level, so I need to bump the level. So now I can train at level 61, but what I'm going to do is wait until I get to level 62, but I will not cash it in. I'll just go ahead and get my training for the level 61, then I'll cash it in. Then I'll get, you know, subsequent training for level 62. And again, that'll bump my archery up 10 freaking points. All in one go. Oops. Wrong buttons. Alright, guess that's pretty much it. Go back out the way we came, shouldn't be too difficult. And I don't know if that finished what we came in for. I think it did. Bloodthirst, there it is, okay. Absorbs health, increases speed. Yeah, so again, we got bigger and better at this point, but probably a decent early game weapon. So that's pretty much it, guys. Just wanted to knock out that quick anniversary stuff, since it was relatively recent. Did I just pick up a dumb weapon? I feel like I just picked up a dumb weapon. Yep. Look at me go. Hey, Fiji Paws, good to see ya. You actually caught me just at the tail end of this one. I think that's it. Yeah, that's it, folks. I feel like Looney Tunes ending here. That's all, folks. But yeah, that really is all, folks. So I definitely hope you enjoyed it here. If you wouldn't mind taking a moment to like, share, subscribe, and comment, that is always appreciated. And as always, until the next time, best of luck and happy hunting. And when I come back, we'll get back to some more vanilla stuff, folks. I want to get back into the Riften stuff, the Thieves Guild, and what is that? The Folly is next. So yeah, we're going to be getting into some more of that stuff. It's not going to be tonight. It's getting too late. I'm going to start, losing my scruples here. So yeah, when we come back, it'll definitely be time for more vanilla stuff. And we'll get her done. Go ahead and drop a quick hard save. Nice. Alright, definitely good to have some late night viewership. Definitely appreciate you guys tonight. Thank you so much for the support, and we'll see you guys again maybe at around... I don't have my new schedule memorized yet. TOTK, I think, is at 11 a.m. tomorrow and 7 p.m. my time, I think. Pretty close. So yeah, we'll definitely get a twofer in for some TOTK tomorrow. Yeah, thanks so much, Keely. Yeah, definitely, anytime. Definitely give the first couple of videos a watch. That'll give you a little taste of kind of what you're in store for, but a lot of fun. Definitely had a lot of fun playing this one. Alright, Fiji, yep, catch you later. Bye, Keely, you guys have a good night.